Zach, I'm here. Sorry, I'm late. When it rains, it pours, but you didn't even notice. It ain't raining anymore. It's hard to breathe, and all you know is the struggle of staying above the rising water line. Oh, the sky is finally open. The rain and wind stop blowing. But you're stuck out in the same old storm again. Hold tight to your umbrella, darling, I'm just trying to tell you, there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. Just warming myself up. If you could see what I see, you'd be blinded by the colors, yellow, red, and orange, and green, and at least a million others. Tie up the bow, take off your coat, take a look around. Oh, the sky is finally open, rising. The rain and wind stop blowing. You're stuck out in the same old storm again. Hold tight to your umbrella, darling, I'm just trying to tell you, there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. Tie up the bow, take off your coat, take a look around. Everything is alright now, 'cause the sky is finally open. The rain and wind stop blowing. You're stuck out in the same old storm again. Hold tight to your umbrella, darling, I'm just trying to tell you, there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. That there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. Hi Christine, welcome in. Sorry I was late, everybody, today. I had friends visiting this morning and I was just running behind, so I was like desperately trying to shove a sandwich in my face before I started today. As you can see, I don't even have makeup on. You were getting me sans makeup, sans vocal warm-up, so I might do a couple songs to warm up, but yes, I was definitely running behind this morning. You said anything within 15 minutes is on time. Well, that is good to know. The other thing I wasn't able to fix, I literally worked really hard to set up my sound alerts, and I can't get them working the same as my alert box, so that's something I'll have to work on after stream today. But welcome to Songwriting 101. The reason I decided to do this today was actually by request. I had a couple of guys on my last stream say, hey, I'm learning how to write songs, do you have any tips? And I don't know how many of you know this, but I used to teach songwriting, so definitely a thing I'm very comfortable with, and I thought it would be fun today for us to work on a couple songs together. So I'll wait for a few more people, and then what I would love to do, especially once I get a couple mods here, I want to figure out what we would like to write songs about, and we will write songs together, which is a lot of fun. I think what I'll start with today, since I'm just kind of warming up, I'll start with some of my originals, if that's cool with y'all, while we wait for a few more people to come by. Yeah, let's do a couple originals. Why not? Why not? Let's see what would be. Bam. And probably like 100, I'm guessing. Yeah. Hi, Stuart. Welcome. Say you're sorry. Say you hurt me. And I don't know why. It's just what you do to me. See, I'm angry. And you kill me. And you don't know why. Wanna give up this time. You only want what you can have. back. Shame on you making a fool out of me. But after all this time, I have to say, shame on me, yeah. Shame on me. Shame on me, whoa, whoa. Shame on me. Shame on me. So that was a song I wrote a really long time ago. Most of the like singer-songwritery stuff I did many, many years ago, up until kind of more recently on Twitch when I was introduced to Kat McDowell and the songwriter streams that we do here, and people are discovering I can still do singer-songwriter stuff. But for the last, God, I don't even know, for the last maybe 8 years, I've just been doing musical parody stuff, so it's going to be kind of a fun exercise going back to my singer-songwriter roots. Hi, Roland. Welcome in. What I do pretty regularly, though, a lot of my kids that I teach, they write songs. So I'm like a song doctor, and I help them kind of figure out what melodies are going to work, what are some better chord progressions. So we'll kind of talk about that a little bit. So first and foremost, generally when you're writing a song, the biggest thing is there's pencils. Oh, Laura, you don't need to write a song about me today. Oh, but pencils I will. I very much will. What people don't realize about writing songs, I think it seems overwhelming because they think that there's so many possibilities. There's really only roughly 10 chord progressions that you're going to want to use, otherwise the song will sound crazy. So there's generally like a start. Sorry, oh my gosh. Sorry. There's generally like a beginning to the progression, and then there's like the resolution of it. So like generally, if you were going to do like, what's one of the most common? So we were talking about this the other night, 1, 6, 4, 5. So if you did 1, 6, 4, 5. It's kind of like how it resolves. Or you could go 1, 6, 4, back to 1. So there's many different kind of chord progressions that'll get you back. Now, I'm sure anyone who doesn't play piano is asking me, what does 1, 4, 5 mean? So in every standard key, there are 7 different potential chords. So if you are in the key of C, a 1 chord would be C. That's the first one. 2 chord would be D minor. 3 chord would be E minor. 4 chord would be F. Let's go straight up the alphabet. 5 chord would be G. 6 chord would be A minor. This is the tricky one. 7th chord would be B diminished. And the 8th chord would be back to C. That's probably a very popular one, a little Lean on Me. C to F, which is 4, 4 back to 1, 1 to the 5, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you go 5 and home. Lean on me when you're not strong. You said I literally started singing it from these chords. Well, my head I have food in my mouth. Yeah, it's very much a kind of standard progression to go from 1 to 4, 1 back to 5, and 1. I like to mix things up a little bit. So in a lot of modern day music, I'm sure you all have heard the 3 major chord, which is quite a... So have you ever heard this song? Guess it's true. Nah, well, let's do it here, because I like it there, but we'll do the... You say I'm crazy, 'cause you don't think I know what you've done. But when you call me baby, I know I'm not the only one. So that's one of my favorites. So that goes from a 1 to a 3 major to the 6, and then to the 4. 1, 3 major, 6, and 4. So that's a big one. You'll hear that a lot more in pop music. They're using a lot more of the 6 chord and the 3 chord, but they use it as a major chord. You are not late, Anne. You're just on time. So music theory-wise, if you're staying within the key, the 3rd chord would be a minor key, a minor chord, but that's why it's so cool they're doing 3 as a major chord. It creates a whole other thing from this to this. a whole different voicing. And then, hi Rashi! And then, of course, there's my favorite kind of voicing. For any of you who know Billie Eilish with My Future, whenever you start adding seventh chords in, you get to have a whole other different voicing. Now, a seventh chord, we're learning a lot of theory today, so it's okay if y'all don't remember everything I'm telling you. A seventh chord is when you play, a chord is 1, 3, and 5 note. C, E, G. So if you have the scale, C, D, E, F, G, 1, 3, and 5 is the chord. To add the seventh, you're going to add the seventh note, which is B. So when you do something like Billie Eilish's My Future, she does an E flat major 7 chord. So we'll do our counting. E flat, F, G, that's the third. G, A, B flat, that's your fifth. And then to get to the seventh, C, D. I can't seem to focus, you don't seem to notice. Then she goes to the fourth, of course. I'm not here, I'm just a... Now this is where she gets really weird and why I love this song. She goes to a 2 minor 5 flats. Minor, flat 5, 7 chord. Which is a little more complex than what we're going to do today. But that's a very unique chord progression. I get very excited about stuff like that because I'm a nerd, and it's very rare that you get to see chord progressions kind of go in totally different directions. But then, of course, when you get to the rest kind of stays the same. But I'm in love with my future. Can't wait to meet her. Like, nobody's doing chords like that these days. So yeah, there's a handful of chord progressions that we could go into. Oh, you added a bless you command. Bless you. Bless you. So one of the biggest ones that we're going to probably work with is probably what I like to call the very modern day of the 6, 5, 1. So you got 6, 4, 1, 5 is like a big one. So have any of you ever heard me doing this one in any of my streams? When I make up, it's a hype train, choo-choo. It's a hype train, choo-choo. That's a 1 minor chord, go to 3 major, go to the F major and G major. It's a hype train, choo-choo. So that's a 1 minor chord up to the 3 major, to the 4 major, to the 5. And that's a pattern you'll actually see in a lot of songs. So if you change the key, because that's in the key of C minor, go to A minor, this might sound more progressive, more common. You're a heartbreaker, dream maker, love taker, don't you mess around with me. You're a heartbreaker, dream maker, heartbreaker, heartbreaker. So I personally get really angry. There's a lot of lawsuits about songs that sound similar to other songs. The reason I get mad about this is because, as I said earlier, there's only about 10 chord progressions that everybody uses. So if you're suing somebody because they used a similar chord progression, that could be an endless string of lawsuits because everybody kind of sounds like everybody. So I hate that. I think at the end of the day, nobody should be able to have chord progressions. You can have your words, you can have what your song is about, you can have your melody, but let's not get ridiculous. Tom Petty literally was able to sue because he used 6, 4, 1. Because I promise you there is something quite different than no, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. Sign me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. Versus, oh, won't you stay with me? 'Cause you're all I need. This ain't love, it's clear to see. But darling, stay with me. The melodies are completely different. It's just the same chord progression. And they were able to sue. So that's the thing that bothers me. At the end of the day, you know, Tom Petty did not invent 6-4-1. No one really could. That's a really, really common progression. So I love that progression. We'll kind of decide today when we decide what our first song is going to be, whether we want to do a fast song or a slow song. whether we're into a ballad. I mean, for me, whenever I'm musical improvising, I think about, okay, what kind of song would this be? So, like, when somebody asked me to write this angry kind of shitty song about Trump, I was like, oh, well, it's got to be like, he's the tyrant. Oh, I didn't tell you that chord progression. Okay, so that's another really big one. That one would be, now, let me be really clear. Whenever I speak in terms of like 1-4-5, I'm usually going in the course of the major key. So that would be 6-5-4-3, major 6-5-4-3. But if we were in the key of A minor, that would be 1-7-6-5. So it kind of depends what key you're referencing it to, but same concept. That's another big one. That's like feeling good. That's like, God, I can think of a bunch actually. Hi Farash. That's actually when I did Missy's Whiskey, and I transcribed that, and she's doing the just one more drink. Aaron John jams, because I do the same thing, right? I know. I always like think in terms of the major key versus the minor key. It's easier for me to just keep it all universal. So I think we have a good amount of people here, and I think we should start writing a song together. How do you all feel about writing a song together? Woo! Okay, so we have a couple mods in here. Shane said that lawsuit should never have had legs, but the judge wasn't knowledgeable at all. I know, I see that all the time. I mean, literally, y'all, what's his face? Blurred Lines, what's his name? Oh my god. Robin Thicke got successfully sued because they just said, it reminds me of that Marvin Gaye song. It did not beat this. It didn't fit the standard. There's a lot of songs that sound like that. It was crazy. People need to chill out. So, Roland said, a song about me, I dare you. So we're actually all going to write the song together. It's not me writing the song today. I want you all to help me, and I'm going to teach you all of my tricks on how we write a song. So first off, just throw in the chat ideas for a song we could write right now. Generally, when you're looking for a song idea, you're looking for like kind of a specific concept, like making a peanut butter jelly sandwich, or you could go more ethereal, like feeling sad and depressed, but like something like a full kind of concept we can write about. Aaron John Jam said that progression is feeling good. That Katy Perry lawsuit too. I know. Night of the Moon, a song about corgi butts. Now you know that you're speaking to my heart, because I would love to write a song about corgi butts. I love corgi butts. Butts, corgi butts. Waddle, 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 waddle. I love corgi butts. Shane said a new era. Yeah, I know. It's I get a little pissy about all these lawsuits, because there's literally anyone who thinks they came up with something originally and get to sue for it. Go back 100 years. I bet you didn't come up with that melody. I bet really good money you didn't. You said a hopeful song about not being alone. Ooh, Anne, I like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, mods, I might need your help with this because I don't know how to create a poll. Let's create a poll, and so far we've got 2 ideas. Song about corgi butts and a hopeful song about being alone. Let's see if we can get one more idea in there, and then we'll vote. You said pandemic loneliness. I think that's probably pretty similar. It's just poll. Okay, so I just typed that in. Okay. Woo! I got it. Okay. Got it. Right. Perfect. Done. I'm doing a poll. I'm so excited. Okay. All right. And what do we got? Social distancing. And we got one more. Pandemic loneliness. Sounds like a theme is emerging. Okay, starting the poll now. Yay! All right, this is going to be our first song of the day. So you all are going to basically help me write all of it. You're going to see. We're going to write songs together. Pencil says, what a pro. I hear pencils. Creative Minds, song about it being 90 degrees outside and missing snow. I mean, you can't miss anything you never had. Since when do I get snow in January in LA? So once we know what we're writing a song about, then we get to decide based on the topic. You get to decide whether it's going to be a slow or fast song, style. Once you know those things, the rest kind of writes itself. I know it sounds crazy, but it does. I think a lot of people get too caught up in like sitting down and be like, all right, a brilliant thing is just going to come out of my brain. And that rarely is the case. You just kind of build it from the bottom up. So let's see what we got. Speaking of bottoms, looks like so far we've got 6 votes for corgi butts. Y'all like those butts. Butt, corgi butt. Waddle, 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 butt. By the way, also, friends, this is my very first ever just chatting stream, which is kind of cool. I've never done a chatting stream before. Pretty excited about it. And my first teaching stream. That's kind of my other job when I'm not doing Twitch. I'm a teacher. And I've been teaching kids forever. Every single one of my students writes songs now. And I think that's pretty cool. He said this could be in the music category technically. True, but I think when people see me in the music category, they expect they're going to get to make requests. I wanted to keep the expectations appropriate. Music talk is a tag. Oh, it is. Well, it's my first time. When have you heard me say that? It's my first time. All right. Let's see. Is the poll over? All right. It seems like it's very much going to be a song about corgi butts. Okay. So, whenever you have a topic, which is so exciting that it's corgi butts, you want to kind of figure out what you want to say about that topic. Like, what is the ultimate message of the song? So I think our ultimate message is that corgi butts are amazing, right? Now, well, I don't want to speak for all of you. I think corgi butts are amazing. So then you get to kind of decide, oh, thank you for following Forever Clear Skies. Wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle like a corgi butt. Wiggle like a corgi butt. So now you get to go a couple of different ways. Once you kind of know the general subject matter, you get to decide what you want to say. Is it better than other butts? Do we want to talk about other butts in the song? Other butts that maybe aren't as cute? Why are corgi butts so cute? And then once you kind of start going there, you start to kind of build your song structure. Now, let's talk structure really quickly before we jump into this corgi butt song. Corgi twerks are fun. So whenever you write a song, there are general song parts. You don't have to use every single option, but there are 2 that you always have to use, and that is verse and chorus. Now, some songs are chorus-less. They're just a bunch of verses with what's like a chorus tag. That's fine. It still counts as a chorus, even if it's just like a little tagline at the end. That's like my song that I wrote, Killing a smoke, I'm a down dirty bloke, I'm a bad boy. I'll eat whoever at ease, I'll make you beg on your knees. You'll be rooting for me, 'cause everyone loves a bad boy. So sometimes that's all the chorus is, just a tag at the end of a verse. But generally, verse and chorus are the 2 most important parts of a song. The chorus is the part that repeats. The verse is, and that's usually where the hook is, the verse is the storytelling part of the song. That's the narrative. So everything you want to say about what you're trying to prove in your chorus happens in your verses. So chorus, won't you stay with me, 'cause you're all I need, is his main point. But what are the verses? What is it? You and me, we made a vow. I think I'm singing a different song. Wait, stay with me. Guess it's true, I'm not good at a one-night stand. I get Sam Smith songs confused. But I still need love, 'cause I'm just a man. He's telling a story. And deep down I know this never works, but you can lay with me so it doesn't hurt. Won't you stay with me? Corgi butts are definitely not sad. So now that we know, we kind of have our general concept, verse, chorus. There's other things you can add, which if you just heard my song Shame on Me, I had a bridge. A bridge is a separate kind of part that sounds slightly different from the rest of the song, and that usually happens right before the final chorus. It is the bridge to the final chorus. That's the point of it. But some people don't like to use a bridge. They don't want to do that. They just want to do a breakdown instead of that to get to the final chorus. That's where you hear something like, oh, 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 oh. The breakdown. It's just kind of oohing and awing. There's also a couple other fun little parts. There is a pre-chorus. Sometimes people are just so excited to get to that chorus, but they want to leave you wanting more. So you get a pre-chorus on the way. Something like this song. I'm breathing out, breathing in. What is it? Wow, I have not done the song in so long. Oh, I'm breaking in, waking up, checking out on the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Oh, whoa, I'm waking up. I feel it in my bones, enough to make my a bunch of those. So song structure is fun and what you can play with. I think for the purposes of our corgi song, we're going to keep it kind of simple, and we're just going to do a verse chorus today. So I don't know how all of y'all like to write music, but I like to start with the chorus. That is always my favorite, and then I can work back to the verses. So I like to kind of get my hook. So when we're looking for a hook, this song is obviously going to be a fun jam because it's corgi butts. So I would usually start with something like corgi butts, corgi butts. Them corgi butts are better than any other butts. So we could go that kind of way. We don't have to go with the hype train chord progression, though. There's a million we could do. We could do a CFG chord progression. Corgi butts, corgi butts, corgi butts are awesome. Corgi butts, like them corgi butts, like them corgi butts are awesome. Another way we can go with what I was showing earlier with the 6-4-1-5. But usually I tend to use that for a verse. Normally when you start a chorus, you want to start with the one chord. So we'll do it in like C. We could also do minor if we want to keep it really poppin'. I should probably say this quickly. So a major chord is like happy, and a minor chord is sad. Happy chord, sad chord. Happy chord, sad chord. But when you start with a sad chord, it actually gives a little bit more fire. You'll see. So if we did the corgi butts, 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 corgi butts. Everybody loves those corgi butts. Corgi butts. Corgi butts. Corgi butts. So there's a bunch of different ways that you can go with it. You can also go with a lot of songs only have 2 chords. Case in point. If you can't be from the same race, if you can't be. Corgi butts demand major chords. Maybe I'm and a diminished is uber sad. Diminished chords are uber sad. Maybe I'm going blind. Maybe I'm out of my mind. That entire song is 2 chords. It is a major 1 to a major 5th. That is the entire song of Blurred Lines. So if you were ever thinking about becoming a musician, some of these songs have just 2 chords. So we could do a very simple chorus like that for corgi butts, like corgi butts, corgi butts, corgi butts, corgi butts, corgi butts, corgi butts, corgi butts. So there's kind of a million different ways we can go with this. I tend to look for what I find to be the best hook. Now, a hook is that thing that you hear and it immediately sticks in your head forever. I can give you a ton of examples of that. Let's look at what is it? This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. Ooh, ooh. This is gonna be the best day of my life. Or uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. This is the hook. Town, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. This is your hook. Earworms, 100%. Night of the Moon said lots of punk songs are only 2 or 3 chords. 100%. Punk songs are usually very simplistically written. It's more about the feeling than it is about the actual like complex writing styles. So I think for corgi butts, I think we want to do a pop song. Does everybody agree with that? Do we want to make this a pop song? I think it's got to be a pop song. It's about corgi butts. Everything about music is feeling. True. Now, here's the question. Do we want sung verses or rap verses? I want to throw this out with you all. Said yes, pop song. So you kind of have 2 options if you're making a verse. So you could be like, I like those corgi butts because they're cute and the extra stuffed. I like to get them in, gotta show them wow, you wiggle wiggle win. So you can like rap or you can sing it like, I like corgi butts because they're cuter than other butts. They're cuter than gorillas and cuter than dolphins. Dolphins don't even have butts. So there's different ways you can go. So let's see if we want to do sung or rapped. Creative Mind said sung. What, you think because I'm what? I can't rap? Probably accurate. Okay. So it looks like so far the consensus is, feel free to like get active in the chat, folks. You're writing this with me. So it's going to be a pop song about corgi butts. Singing the verses. Photo Luke Hawaii, aloha, welcome in, good to see you. we're writing a song right now about corgi butts is where we are at. So we're writing a song about corgi butts, and we're writing a pop song. So right now we are looking for our hook. So here's what I'm looking for from one of you. Obviously, I'm the only one who can be heard, so I'll have to melodize it. But what I want from you, I want you to give me what the hook is. Is it corgi butts? Is it corgi butts are awesome? Is it I like corgi butts and I cannot lie? What do you want the hook to be? And I will give you a melody for it. Any volunteers want to give me something I can work with? Corgi butts are awesome. Corgi butts are awesome. Everything is cool when you're corgi. Corgi butts are awesome. Corgi butts are awesome. Corgi butts are magic. Ooh, okay. Okay. So I think I want to write this song in particular in the key of D. I find that D is a happy, happy key. So in the key of D, these are the chords we have to work with. We have 1, then we have our 2 chord, which is E minor. Our 3 chord would be F sharp minor. Our 4 chord would be a G. 5 chord would be an A. 6 chord would be a B minor. 7 chord would be, anybody remember? C sharp diminished. And then D. So, right? D and G are just good keys. I agree, Zach. Good keys. So, corgi butts are magic. Corgi butts are awesome. Corgi butts, they lift you up when you're down. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to start writing this down. Need a lift? Watch the corgi butt. All right, so I'm going to write down these lyrics so we don't forget. So I like corgi butts are magic. Actually, let's say awesome first. Corgi butts are awesome because that's our main point, right? Corgi butts are magic. They lift you up when you're down. Okay, this is good. Corgi butts are, what else are corgi butts? Shake that stuff, so much fluff. Oh my god, I love that. I love that. So we want something that's going to rhyme with magic, so I usually go with something like fantastic, because we're looking for that little rhyme scheme. So corgi butts are awesome, corgi butts are magic, they lift you up when you're down. Corgi butts are corgi butts are shaking. They're so fantastic. So let's see. Corgi butts are awesome. Corgi butts are magic. They lift you up when you're down. Corgi butts are shaking. They're so fantastic. Keep shaking around. Corgi butts, 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 butts. Alright, so here's what it's gonna be. Corgi butts are, so this is like our pre-chorus chorus. Corgi butts are awesome. Corgi butts are magic. They lift you up when you're down. Corgi butts are shaking. They're so fantastic. Keep shaking around. Your corgi butts, 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 butts. Those corgi butts, 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 butts. Keep shaking around. See, we wrote that really, really fast. So we've got our kind of like hook. So now we get to kind of go more into detail. So I like what somebody was saying earlier. What was it? It was try to focus on other things, but you can't get your mind off corgi butts. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot, Aaron John. So you're like trying to get some work done today. Something like that. Trying to get some work done today. We do need corgi butt emotes. Oh, there's a poll up for rapper sung verses. Sounds like more people want sung. Okay. So let's see. Trying to get some work done today. But my corgi only wants to play. So now, when you're about to start a verse, generally you don't want it to be the exact same chords. You like usually you would do like a variation on the chorus chords, but some songs like Radioactive, the verse and the chorus, exact same chords. So it's really a matter of preference. I like to have a slight variation, but use similar chords. So if we're doing like, I'm trying to get some work done today, but my corgi only wants to play. She's putting that fluffer butt in my face. I definitely want to say fluffer butt. She's putting that fluffer butt in my face. Let's see. Putting that fluffer butt. I don't know who said that earlier, but it was good. Fluffer butt in my face. And what else would it be? Something that kind of is like A. So that kind of rhymes with ace. So you've got that. Trying to get some work done today, but my corgi only wants to play. She's putting that fluffer button in my face. Oh, and I can't look away. How about that? Oh, Maddie Wongi's here. Hi, my love. We're writing a song about corgi butts. Maddie Wongi definitely is. Trying to get attention with that shake, shake, shake. Oh, I love that. No, that's really good. I like that better. Trying to get attention with that shake, shake, shake. With that shake, shake, shake. That's really good. I like it. All right, let's keep going. So we've got kind of our first part of the verse. Sorry, my thing wanted to say Shakespeare. I'm like, no. Clearly not. Clearly we're not talking about Shakespeare. Okay, so. Trying to get some work done today, but my corgi only wants to play. She's putting that fluffer butt in my face, trying to get my attention with that shake, shake, shake. All right. And I've got so much on my plate, but heaven knows I can't look away. I like to say Lord knows, but I do that a lot. Heaven knows I can't look away. And then I saw somebody talk about a stuffed butt. I think Aaron John Jam said that. What did you say? It was really good. Let me go back. Corgi butts shake that stuff, so much fluff. Okay. Because when you shake that stuff, shake that fluff. Because when you shake that fluff, your butt is super stuffed. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Wait. That super stuff can't get enough. Let's try that. All right, let's see how this goes, friends. And then we'll kind of keep going with this. All right. Shake that fluff, can't get enough. Yeah, can't get enough sounds right? Rhymes, so let's see. Trying to get some work done today, but my corgi only wants to play. She's putting that fluffer butt all up in my face, trying to get my attention with that shake, shake, shake. I've got so much on my plate, but heaven knows I can't look away. Cause when you shake that fluff, that super, super stuff fluff, I can't get enough. Corgi butts are awesome, corgi butts are magic. They lift you up when you're down. Corgi butts are shaking, they're so fantastic. Keep shaking around. Corgi butts, 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 corgi butts, 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 corgi butts, butts, butts. I love that stuff. Corgi butts, 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 corgi butts, 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 corgi butts, butts. I can't get enough. Corgi butts. Ooh, 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 ooh. Does anybody know what chord progression I went with on that chorus? Can anybody detect? I'll give you the chords. It's D, G, B minor, A. What's the chord progression? Let's see if anyone knows. Maddie doesn't get to say because Maddie knows. 1, 5, 6, close. Would be 1, 4, 6, 5. 1, 4, 6, 5. It's pretty standard. Like I said, most chord progressions are pretty standard. When you think about like, Romeo, save me, somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting. All that's left to do is run. You be the There's only really so many. All right. So we got this. We're trying to get our work done, but the corgi only wants to play. She's putting her fluffer butt in your face, trying to get attention with the shake, shake, shake. I got so much on my plate, but heaven knows I can't look away because when you shake that super fluff, that super stuffed fluff, I can't get enough. All right, so corgi butts are awesome. Corgi butts are magic. Lift you up. Keep shaking around. Corgi butts, 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 butts. All right, so now we need to get to our second verse. So this is where you kind of expand on your problem. So you can go with a couple ways. You can either say, you know, I was trying to like take my girl on a date, but the corgi butt couldn't look away. You know what I mean? Like you can go kind of that of how it's like affecting other areas of your life. Or you could talk about other animals' butts and how they don't distract you the way a corgi butt does. So what do we want to go with on verse 2? Tell us what we're singing about, friends. Hi, Furry Baron. How are you, Paul? Good evening. Aaron John Jams. Yeah, it's always my go-to progression with pop songs. Pop songs, generally, you're not going to have as much flexibility because there's even less chord progression options with the pop songs. It has to have that, you know, kind of resolved ending to be a pop song. Just visited a streamer who promised to bake and eat pineapple pizza if she got 50 people to play Raid Shadow Legends. I like pineapple pizza. China Peach Girl, hi! So one of my favorite songwriters in the house, we got Laura. She's fantastic. What she did, and actually I have to say, as somebody who very much absolutely loves, I love writing music, but what she did was so smart. I recently transcribed one of Laura's songs, China Peach Girl, and she did something that I've never really seen, which is like kind of use different keys in the same. So, okay, so she's right. She's in this key, like doing her little da da da. So it's all these like B and E kind of 1 to 4 kind of major 7th chords. And then she goes to a C, which is the 2 major 7. But in a B chord, it would be C sharp. So it's so different. It's like she literally jumped into a different key. And I never intended to let you have me anyway. And then right back to that B. It's really unique. You don't see that a lot. The way she writes is definitely very special than kind of your typical pop song. But today we are just writing a typical pop song because we're just writing about corgi butts. It's not so sentimental. Hi, Tim Tam. How are you? And also, I think a lot of you were with us last night. We watched Letterkenny last night, season 2. Oops, sorry. That's what I get. Yes, you can know all my secrets. I've been writing music a long time. So there's, basically depending on the style that you're in, if you're doing like pop or country, you generally want to kind of resolve back to the major at some point, either the 5th or the major 1st. But if you're writing in like jazz or different kind of chord progressions, you can do anything you want. You can literally get as wild as you want. And I kind of love that she writes jazzy because there's so much more opportunity to play with the chord progressions and not do kind of the standard set of what you see. Zach said, I write mostly in rock metal. That does not surprise me in the slightest. Hi, Vincent. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. All right, Rashi says, can confirm. All right, so y'all, nobody's helping me with verse 2. I need help with verse 2. So right now we've got our verse 1. I'm going to play y'all what we have so far. I need help on what verse 2 is going to be about. Trying to get some work done today. My corgi only wants to play. Putting that flutter bottle up in my face. Trying to get my attention with that shake, shake, shake. And I've got so much on my plate. But heaven knows I can't look away. 'Cause when you shake that super fluff, that super stuff fluff, I can't get enough. Corgi butts are awesome. Corgi butts are magic. They lift you up when you're down. Corgi butts are shaking. They're so fantastic. Keep shaking, shaking around. Corgi butts, ooh, corgi butts, corgi butts. I just can't get enough of corgi butts and corgi butts. Ooh, corgi butts, corgi butts. Of that super fluff. All right, so we need to know what the second verse is about. And let me actually put the chords done. So I'm gonna call this song Corgi Butts. And I'm just gonna put the chord progression down here so I don't forget it. Corgi Butts. The verse is gonna be B minor, which is the 6, to the 5, which is G, or to the 4, sorry. 6, 4, 1 is the D, and 5. Get that big D. And then the chorus is going to be the dun 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 dun. Hi, Mark. We are writing about butts. We're writing about corgi butts. Aaron John jams. So we did say that I got so much on my plate already. That's the. Are you just singing along? So we're working on our second verse. It's true, not just any butts. J freaking Trash Panda, what's this, streaming at a reasonable hour? J freaking Trash Panda, I always stream on Saturdays at noon. Did you not know this? This has been my schedule since I started. Monday, Wednesday, late night, Saturday mornings. It's like Mr. Rogers, something you can depend on. So the one thing I didn't teach you all, I told you about song structure, I told you about the different chord progressions. Where did I get that melody? So I generally tend to be a person that follows along with the chords. So those are all notes that are actually in those chords that I'm playing. Now you don't have to do that. You can actually go a totally different way. So you could be playing this and be like, corgi butts, I love them corgi butts, I love them corgi butts so much, so much. So you can get kind of wild with it, but I tend to go on the lower range and then kind of pop up the melodies at different other places, especially because I tend to be somebody who likes to write on a lower end. So when you get to the end, like to the final chorus bridge, you can go on a big belt note because now you have room to go up. If you write a song at the top of your range, then you're kind of stuck. You can't really go any higher. So I like to have the drama as a musical theater writer of being able to belt when you get to the higher parts. Very much like Santa Fe, are you there? Where he goes up to that G. You wouldn't be able to do that if you started there. Who looks at schedules? I don't know. Yeah, Tuba Dudes, you were pretty silent last night during Letterkenny. I was curious what your thoughts were. Creative Minds, wow, you just translated your voice melody piano so easily. I want that power. It's not that hard, I swear to you. Like, once you get comfortable with the chords, it makes all the difference in the world as far as what kind of melody options you have. So right now, we had that D chord, right? So you can either start corgi butts, or you could start corgi butts, or you could start here, corgi butts. But I'm going to start on the bass, because that's easier. Corgi butts, I just can't get enough. Corgi butts, their butts are super stuffed. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Corgi butts, corgi butts. Ooh. All right, so is anybody going to give me any tip? So we're trying to figure out where verse 2 is going to go. So right now, verse 1 is talking about how these corgi butts are distracting you from getting work done. So do we want to talk about, and maybe we'll do a poll. You know what? I'm just going to do a poll. All right? Poll for verse 2. Look at her go. Verse 2. Is it going to be corgi butts are better than other butts? So is it going to be better than other butts? Or so distracting all the time? Let's say other things keeps me from. Or what else did we see? I get stuck on a line, I can't move on. I'll talk to you about that, Aaron John, one sec. Corgi wants to go out and play. Play outside? Okay. Y'all help me figure out what we're going to write verse 2 about. Anne said, oh, wait, Creative Minds. I have trouble translating between instruments, and that includes my voice, likely why I write notation on a staff. Yeah, it takes a little bit of practice to write on different instruments because they're very different. I've written songs on guitar and piano, and it's like very different. Piano, I think, is the easiest because you can literally map out your melodies pretty easily in your key. Anne says, collies, poodles, labradoodles, nothing can compare to the wiggle of that corgi. That's pretty good, Anne. I think I put that there as better than other butts. Aaron John said, my problem with songwriting is I'm such a perfectionist I get stuck on a line. So here's what you do, Aaron. Write a line that you totally hate. Just put something in there as a filler. Keep going. Come back. So songwriting should be a constant editing process. So you write like anything you would do in school, your first draft, and then it doesn't matter if it's awful. I've told so many of my kids when they're writing songs, if you don't know what the line is yet, just write Fluffernugan. Just write something and then come back to it. Because at that point, if you get stuck, you end up not finishing. So it's more important to finish the song and polish up the touches later than to get stuck on that one line and never finish the song. It's a big part of it. So like we might even go back and definitely change some things and tweak lines and stuff as we go. But the important thing is just getting the song written, and then you can edit it as much as you want. Rashi said, how about the corgi wants to go play outside and being even more of a distraction? I mean, who doesn't want to go outside? Photo Luke Hawaii. I wish I could see all this in your brain. I appreciate this even though I don't understand it. Well, it's a practice like anything else. So I was talking about this to somebody last night because he was asking, he said he's an expert at piano playing, and he said, Laura, are you an expert at piano? And I said, absolutely not. I am an expert at two things. And the reason I'm an expert at those two things is anything you spend 10,000 hours on, you're an expert. I'm an expert on entertaining, and I'm an expert on songwriting. That's basically it. There's nothing else I could claim to be an expert on, not even singing or playing. Haven't worked as hard on just learning to play my instrument as well as some of the people on Twitch, but I know how to songwrite. There's really only so many kind of avenues and places you can take things, so many melodies, so many options. A lot of people in today's music, they kind of use the beat to drive where it's going to go and make it very beat heavy, so that's one way to go as well. I tend to be, and today we're going to be focusing on finding the hook for the chorus, what we're singing about, and then kind of flesh out the melodies throughout the verse and chorus. So we're playing it real simple today. He said, I let my floss though when I have them. Zach, agreed on piano. I usually write melodies there. Tuba dudes, I have songs I've been editing for years. Same. I've changed so many words over the years. If you have an idea of a flow, that's what's important. Get words on the page melody. Cut Fluffernugan. I'll try that. Yeah, I write something really silly. Something, because then, Aaron, the other thing is if I write something really silly, it signals me that I need to go back and change that line. So the more ridiculous, the better. And I bet when it reaches its final form, it's going to be awesome, right? Corgi takes over the world. Oh, I like that. I do like that, and that should have been one of our options. The Corgi's taken over the whole world because nobody can get anything done because of the Corgi butts. Do y'all like that? I kind of like that direction. That everybody's so distracted by Corgi butts, they're basically taking over the world. It's like a form of mind control. Could be a verse 3. It's going to be a long song. I feel like being a technical perfection on an instrument is a waste of time. It's definitely not. Like, I love watching people who are technically perfect at their instrument. It's just not kind of the direction that I go, generally. Too much of a ADHD. I want to do everything at once. Rashi, I don't think I'd want to be an expert at piano either. I'd like to be able to sight read to an acceptable level. I do like that I can sight read. That's nice. Better to know how to write songs and perform. Vocalo, I just found out that someone gave me a subscription to this channel. Welcome, Vocalo. So you're here for kind of a unique stream. Normally I take requests and we sing and jam. Today we're actually doing a special class. I'm teaching songwriting today. So welcome in. Hope you like songwriting. We're writing a song about corgi butts. 100 Swervo. Hi, miss. I'm up and coming dreamer and rapper trying to break into music. 100 Swervo. If you want to send me your song, can you please do it in Discord? We actually have a place where we share our music and things we're working on, and we'd be happy to check it out. So please drop it in that Discord. Rashi, that could be a verse 3. It's like Brain's next idea to take over the world, right? Use those corgi butts. Oh my god, Pinky in the Brain, that's brills. Do you have a corgi, China Peach? I feel like you need to get a corgi. I want one so badly, I can't even tell you, Laura. I could go on and on and on about how much I want one. It's a whole thing. Constantly want to create things, but just trying to play better. All right, so I think what we got, you all voted, and you wanted to do a song about playing outside. Okay, so let's get into the corgi's mind, right? So we got some. So maybe we could talk about. Cause I know we were talking about the pandemic. You could say like, I'm supposed to stay indoors, but no, because I don't want to talk about the pandemic in the song. It's just about corgi butts. Corgi takeover? Okay. Alright, apparently we're going to do corgi takeover. Okay. Everywhere it seems I go. There's a corgi, but everywhere it seems I look. Oh yeah. Everywhere it seems I look, there's a corgi butt getting shook. No, I don't want to say getting. I don't like it. So it's very important with syllables. That's the biggest thing. Is so it flows. So you want to make sure corgi butt is like the Pied Piper. Mark, have fun with the song. I gotta run because the kids want me to play Minecraft with them. Mark, have fun with your kiddos. I'm gonna do a little quick shout out from Mark. Mark is my home skillet. Oh, I forgot to change your command. Dang it. He's not my new friend. He is my. I don't like that there's new and old because you're not old, but you're my long-term friend here on Twitch. That's what we'll call it. That's a nice way to say it. All right. Everywhere it seems I look, there's corgi butt. There's a corgi butt being shook. We could do being. Being could be one syllable. There's a corgi butt being shook. Okay. Let's see. Everywhere it seems I look, there's a corgi butt being shook. Everywhere it seems I look does not make sense. Everywhere it seems I look. So shaking every time we go for walks. Corgi butt is being shook. Corgi butt shaking everywhere it seems I look. Everywhere it seems I look. Oh, everywhere I look it seems. I see what you're saying. Everywhere I look it seems there's a corgi butt shaking his thing. Shaking their thing. There we go. There we go. Okay. We fixed it. We made it make sense, Aaron. We made it make sense. Everywhere I look it seems there's a corgi butt shaking their thing. There's a corgi shaking their thing. Shaking their thing. They're taking us for a ride. I'm trying to get to the playing outside for Rashi's thing. So everywhere I look it seems there's a corgi shaking their thing. They're taking us for a ride. Trying to keep us outside. Okay, so let's see. Everywhere I look it seems there's a corgi shaking their thing, taking us for a ride, trying to keep us outside. Okay. Next part, because I'm doing double verses here. So now we can get into the takeover. So, taking over the world with that stuff, but in that girl. Shoot, let's see. I want to get to how they're taking over the world. By being so cute. How can we should have a line about other dogs being jealous. Yes, I have an idea about that actually, Anne, based on something you said earlier. I kind of want to do a little bit of a bridge. Hypnotizing people with their butt. Ooh, yeah. Oh. Totally. Wait. That's perfect. They're hypnotizing us. They're hypnotizing us by shaking their stuff. Their stuff. That fluffy butt curl is taking over this world. Alright, so let's talk about bridge. I like that. We'll keep it for now. So I've got, they're hypnotizing us by shaking their stuff. That fluffy butt curl is taking over this world. So, I actually think, no, I don't want to do a bridge. I want this to be the pre-chorus because I didn't really like how the first verse got into the chorus either. So, Anne was writing this early about all the other dogs. So let me get this. Collies, poodles, what else did she say? Labradoodles. Yeah. Collies, poodles, labradoodles. Oh my god, wait. Collies, poodles, labradoodles just can't compare. Can't compare when a corgi compare when a corgi walks by with its butt in the air. Got it. All right, I think I might have gotten this. Thank you for that. Okay. That corgi butt sway. We should have a line about the dogs and jumps. All right. Y'all ready for this? This is the song. Trying to get some work done today, but my corgi only wants to play. She's putting that fluffer butt all up in my face, trying to get my attention with that shake, shake, shake. And I've got so much on my plate, but heaven knows I can't look away. Cause when you shake that super fluff, that super stuff fluff, I just can't get enough. Collies, poodles, labradoodles just can't compare when a corgi walks by with its butt in the air. Corgi butts are awesome, corgi butts are magic. They lift you up when you're down. Oh, corgi butts are shaking, they're so fantastic. Keep us shaking around. Corgi butts, corgi butts, ooh, butts, corgi butts, corgi butts, ooh, corgi butts, corgi butts. Everywhere I look, it seems there's a corgi shaking that thing, taking us for a ride, trying to keep us outside. They're hypnotizing us by shaking their stuff. That fluffy butt curl is taking over this world. Collies, poodles, labradoodles just can't compare when a corgi walks by with its butt in the air. Corgi butts are awesome, corgi butts are magic. They lift you up when you're down. Corgi butts are shaking, they're so fantastic, and keep us shaking around. Corgi butts, corgi butts, ooh, butts, corgi butts, ooh, butts, corgi butts. That super fluff stuff, I just can't get enough. Thank you for the host, Caponis. Collies, poodles, labradoodles just can't compare when a corgi walks by with its butt in the air. Corgi butts, corgi butts, corgi butts, corgi butts, ooh, butts, ooh, butts. Them corgi butts, ooh. Hi, Ben Susan, welcome in. All right, so now what you got to do is you get to add the beat. So we'll probably want a little faster on this because we got this little beat. And put it all together. Trying to get some work done today, but my corgi only wants to play. She's putting that fluffer butt all up in my face, trying to get my attention with that shake, shake, shake. I've got so much on my plate, but heaven knows I can't look away. Cause when you shake that super fluff, that super stuff, I can't get enough. Collies, poodles, labradoodles just can't compare when a corgi walks by with its butt in the air. Corgi butts are awesome, corgi butts are magic. They lift you up when you're down. Corgi butts are shaking, oh, they're so fantastic. I'll keep us shaking around. Corgi butts, corgi butts. I can't get enough. Butts, corgi butts. Ooh. Everywhere I look, it seems there's a corgi shaking that thing, taking us on a ride, trying to keep us outside. They're hypnotizing us by shaking the stuff. That fluffy butt curl is taking over the world. Collies, poodles, labradoodles just can't compare when a corgi walks pie with its butt in the air. Corgi pups are awesome. Corgi pups are magic. They lift you up when you're down. Corgi pups are shaking. They're so fantastic. Keep it shaking around. Corgi butts, butts, butts. Corgi butts, 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 butts. I can't get enough. Corgi butts, butts, butts. Corgi butts, 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 butts. That's super, super stuff. That's super stuffed fluff. Ooh. Corgi butts, butts, butts. Corgi butts, 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 butts. Ooh. Corgi butts, butts, butts. Corgi butts, 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 butts. Yay! We wrote our first song of the day. I'll make sure this song is available on my song list. Creative minds, got some food, got an idea for when you go outside, you better hide, so be hypnotized by the butts, butts, butts. Well, that could be the second pre-chorus. So instead of that, instead of the collie-doodles can't just compare, that could be the second pre-chorus when you say, wait, what was it? Got some food, if you go outside, you better hide. If you go outside, you'd better hide, 'cause you'll be hypnotized. Yeah, that could be the second pre-chorus. Easily. So, if you go outside, you'd better hide, 'cause you'll be hypnotized. Corgi pups are awesome. So yeah, that could definitely be a second pre-chorus. Anne says, when are we dropping this single? The twerking corgi gift seems to always dance on beat. He does, right? Zach, I want to send this to Alana Maddie. Our fluffy butt curls taking over the world. Fluffy butt curls taking over the world. Photo look Hawaii, it is easy, I promise. We just did it. It was so easy. Do it in 2 or 3 parts. I'm not clipping expert though. I'm calling it out for every hype train. Corgi butts are awesome. Aw, no worries. Go stream. We'll talk to you later, Photo Luke Hawaii. Is our masterpiece title not fluffer butts? Corgi butts? Or how about super fluff corgi butts? Or super stuffed corgi butts? Super stuffed fluff corgi butts? I don't know. It could just be corgi butts. Could probably be the easiest way to go. But I like that your creative juices are flowing. Thank you for the 100 biddies, Photo Luke. I like that we're trying something different today. I really like this song. That's a lot of fun. All right. So now that we have one song done, we're gonna do another one. So generally, when I write like this, where I'll like do a song, and obviously it's not perfect. It could have some tweaking, but I usually try to keep that one done and then move on to the next one, move on, and then I always can go back and edit and change things up. But it's how I write so many songs, because I've got probably about 100 originals that I've written. Mike Ross forever. You're always out of range, but I'm glad you never change. When I held your hand, I felt the magic like Doctor Strange. Nice. I like it. Fluffy butts, the corgi takeover. Fluffy butts. Fluffy butts. Oh. Fluffy butts. Oh. The corgi takeover. Mike Ross is writing his own song right here. I thought I was your mate when I asked you on a date. You said, I don't know if that's in our future. I feel like Dr. Fate. Let's see. You ready? This is what we do, adding little things. So, you're always out of range, but I'm glad you never changed. When I held your hand, I felt the magic like Doctor Strange. Thought was your mate when I asked you on a date. You said, I don't know if that's in our future. I feel like Dr. Fate. 6, 4, 5, 3 major, 3 major, 3 major. Corgi Hamilton. I know you could be like, if we were doing that, trying to get some work that day, but my corgi only wants to play. She's putting that blood bottle up in my face, trying to get my attention with the shake, shake, shake. Got so much on my plate, but heaven knows can't look away. Cause when you shake that super fluff, super stuff, fluff, I can't. Corgi butts are awesome, corgi butts are magic, yo, they lift you up when you're down. I said corgi butts are shaking, they're so fantastic, keep shaking around. That corgi butts. That corgi butts. Said everywhere I look it seems there's a corgi shaking that thing, taking us for a ride, trying to keep us outside. They're hypnotizing us by shaking this stuff. That fluffy butt curl is taking over this world. Corgi butts, butts of corgi butts, corgi butts. Anne said, I mean, like Laura wrote musicals. I wonder if we could write a community musical about corgis. We could do a bunch. I love that. Mike Ross forever. Babu Frick from Star Wars. So generally, because we're writing as a team today with the chat, Mike, I think we're going to stay away from like really, really specific things because I don't know if everybody knows who that is. I kind of barely know who that is. I only recently, Mike, I don't know if you know the story, but I recently watched all 9 Star Wars movies. Well, 11 Star Wars movies for the first time this summer. So this was my very first time this summer and fall. I finished all of the Star Wars movies. So we've been talking about it a lot on stream, but I'm still very new to Star Wars, and there's a lot of the stuff I don't know. I enjoyed very much. And actually, Mike Ross, it's funny because everybody had a problem with how much I liked Star Wars. I feel like that's a song I could easily write. It's like how much I like Star Wars and how people said I wasn't a true fan because I like Star Wars. Which is very weird, you guys. That's very strange. That the reason that I'm not a Star Wars fan is because I like Star Wars. Very strange logic. The gatekeepers. Gatekeepers, they say you can't play with us. You ain't one of us unless you hate the stuff we hate. Keeping that gate, keeping that gate, keeping that gate, Now, Jar Jar Binks is a different story. I mean, here's the thing about Jar Jar Binks, though. Now that I kind of know the backstory, I feel a little bit bad for Jar Jar Binks. I recently learned that, like, the actor who played him actually made the decision to make him that kind of, like, yes, massa, like, horrible. And he got just tons of hate, like, death threats, like, people came after him, his career was ruined, like, it was a lot. And he did this theater show about it here in LA, and I don't know, I never thought about it from the actor's perspective. When you play a character people hate. But same thing with, what's his face? Game of Thrones, King Joffrey. He literally quit acting because he got so much vitriol from playing that role. But it's like they didn't write the role, they're just doing their job. Aaron, how dare you like the thing you're a fan of? A song about hugs touch how it feels our soul. I need to hug people. All right, Shane, let's get another poll going. So I know we were talking earlier about a song about pandemic loneliness, social distancing, needs of hugs. So we could write a song about social distancing and what that feels like. So much fun playing the bad guy. Right, Stuart? I would only want to play the bad guy. That's me, that's me personally. But obviously, people hate you. Joffrey was amazingly written. Right? He was so good. Okay, so I had this whole song that I wrote for my Game of Thrones musical, which, by the way, I'm considering doing a stream where I do my Game of Thrones musical, because that would be really easy for me to do. I wrote it. But there's a song, everyone loves to hate a Lannister. They're all just jealous that we're all so hot, except for the imp. Everyone loves to hate a Lannister. That's just because we're so fucking great. So I was talking earlier, last night, I was talking to somebody about the running bass lines. So that's a piano, that's definitely a piano bar thing. So in a lot of piano bars, you don't have a bass player. So you are your own bass player. So your left hand, you play bass notes. So, dun, 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 dun. See how I'm the bass player? And then I'm playing the chords in my hand, which would either be piano or guitar. You're keeping the rhythm section. Dum, ba, bum, 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 bum. So I'm basically playing 2 instruments, and then 3 if you count my voice. And then 4 if you count my drums. So there's a lot kind of going on in that. And that's kind of what we have to do as piano bar entertainers because we don't have a full band. So definitely something to think about. And I usually only do running bass lines if it's a song like that. Would you say people can't separate characters from actors? They just love themselves. I love to hate characters, but I love the actor. Yep. Because they're not that good. People just go too far. I've always wondered about how those walking bass lines worked. I've never really used them. So here's what's really cool, Aaron. So one of my favorite walking bass line songs. Do any of you know the song Almost There by from Princess the Frog? Almost there. I'm almost there. People down here think I'm crazy, but I don't care. Trials and tribulations, I've had my share. There ain't nothing gonna stop me now, 'cause I'm almost there. So, all I'm doing, there's a lot of times where you go from a D chord to a G. So if you're just doing this, it's kind of boring, right? D, 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 G. So you could easily walk up that D to the G in that key. D, E, F, F sharp, G. And it gives it a lot more voice and orchestration. And it's kind of an obvious thing, right? You're going from D to G anyway. Just walk it up. Depends on you. And then I went from the G back to the C. G, A, B flat, B. Because now I got to get back to C. Work real hard each and every day. Now you don't always do it. It generally comes in a song like this where it's very swung. Boom, 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 boom. But like, it wouldn't really work in our corgi butts are awesome, right? It would be a little too much to go, corgi butts are awesome, corgi butts are magic. It's a little much. You could, but it's a little busy. But if it's a song where it's kind of swung back and you've got all this time, what else are you doing with your left hand? So that's where I kind of do that. It makes it spicy. It does. It gives it some. Oh, thank you, China Peach Girl. So I really like it on songs where you're just kind of hanging back, especially if it's a blues song. Like if I'm doing this, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, don't you come back no more. So it has to be kind of a certain song you'd use a walking bass line for. But another thing you can do, which isn't a walking bass line, but similar in theory. Do any of you know the song by Death Cab for Cutie? It's called the Love of Mine, Someday You Will Die, But I Will Be Close Behind, Follow You Into the Dark. So that song requires what I call a slow walk down, like this. Love of mine, someday you will die, but I will be close behind. I'm just walking down. Follow you into the dark. No blinding light. Walk down tunnels to gates of white. Just our hands clasped tight, waiting for the end of a spark. Passing, that's exactly right. If heaven and hell decides that they both are satisfied, illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. If there's no one, that's another thing I do a lot. Sometimes I add the chromatic. If there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, then I'll follow you into the dark. So that's the thing with the bass. It keeps kind of the other melody going in between the chords. And it can be simple or it can be complicated depending on the song. All right, you all are distracting me with music theory, which I love, but I also want to write our second song. So what is our second song about? We've got one idea so far. Shane's idea is I desperately need some hugs. What else could we write about? Hi, Drunky Skunky. Welcome. Welcome to my songwriting stream. I got to watch Drunky Skunky play chess and realize that I'm really shitty at chess. And Drunky Skunky is really, really good at chess. I miss hugs too. I do. Oh, I'm in love with Laura. Like, as in China Peach Girl, or am I writing this hypothetically about myself? He said, I'm pretty decent at chess. Nice. I thought I was good at chess. You know, for years, I've always been talking smack, telling everybody how good I am at chess, and then I started watching Queen's Gambit, and that made me feel like shit. And then I started watching Twitch players play, and I'm like, damn, I'm like really not good at chess. I've just been beating regular people who don't play chess that well. Aw, China Peach Girl. The song. I'm in love with Laura. The song. Okay. Might be slightly egotistical for me to write a song about how much I love myself, but I like, but we'll put it in the poll. So I need a couple more ideas. Creative minds. I excel at turn-based strategy games. Vincent, around what rating? That's the thing. I don't have a rating. I'm undefeated in people I've played in person. So I thought I was good at chess. But I've never really tried to like play, computers and stuff and play, speed chess, and I'm learning a lot. Okay, so you know what? We could write a song about chess. That would be cool. I would love to write a song about chess. All right, I'm gonna add that as one of the options. Drunky Skunky, have you done songwriting streams before? Is this your first one? First one. All right, Laura is creating a poll now that she knows how that rolls. Okay, let's do it. Okay, next song topic, and I'm gonna give us our options. Chess, I miss hugs, I love Laura. All right, from watching Queen's Gambit, Aaron John James. Yeah, from watching it, I realized that, so like there's a line in the show where they said, oh, Vincent, that's true, but they don't really talk about the game of chess. They're just talking about a famous match between Bobby Fischer and that Russian guy, and like the drama behind the scenes. I don't think they're actually talking about the game of chess. We could write about the game of chess, like the actual gameplay. That would be a lot of fun. So, yeah, Aaron John, the problem is, when I watched Queen's Gambit, there's a special line in the show where they say, if you aren't using the numbers, like rook, white 4, something, they had like numbers to the pieces. Like if you don't know which numbers of the 64 numbers each square is, you're not playing correctly. And so I wasn't ever playing like that. I was just always playing like, thinking maybe 3-4 moves ahead. But, these people think like 20 moves ahead. They have the whole game mapped out in their head, and I'm just not there. I'm usually only thinking a couple moves ahead of like what I'm trying to accomplish. And almost always my goal is, when I'm playing with noobs who don't know what they're doing, is just try to trap their king. Makes the game go real fast. So many people, they just leave their king trapped in there. Like, you need to free him up, and they leave him there, so all I have to do is get people and he has nowhere to go. That's like my number one strategy with new people. Doesn't really take that much foresight. But if they move stuff out, then my goal is always just try to get the pin with the rook and the queen. That's my go-to checkmate move. But I was watching them doing checkmate with like pawns and knights and all kinds of crazy stuff. I had no idea Queen's Gambit was a chess show. Oh, Zach, it's so good. If you haven't seen it, like, change your life. It's one of the best shows that came out this year. Chess notation. Numbers for the board, yeah. Bobby Fischer, I saw a movie about him. Think like 5 moves ahead. Yeah, but people think way further than that even. I've watched, now that I've watched it, I'm like, oh, damn. King safety, number 1. I think 20 moves ahead and just resign on my first move. You took my queen with your rook and you gleamed like you shook, but left your king waiting, so I'll be checkmating. Woo! Love that. Queen with your rook and queen with your rook, and you gleamed like you shook, left your king waiting, so I'll be checkmate. Playing chess, playing chess, playing chess, playing chess, Hip-hop songs have a totally different kind of set of rules as far as chord progressions. Generally every genre of music you decide to write in will have different kind of different chord progressions that work for them well. So pop usually has about 4 or 5 chord progressions I would use there. Jazz has like 2 or 3 that kind of get used a lot. Oh, love me, why not take all of me? 3, 6, can't you see I'm nothing without you? Take my, back to 3, I'll never use them. 6, then to 1, take my 1 minor, I'll never use them. Like, I could literally do 5 jazz songs in the exact same 4 chords right now. Like standards. Because that's the thing, there's certain ones. Common hip-hop progressions. So, Aaron John Jams, what's really cool about hip-hop and how they get that sort of unique sound is they mix up major minor chords in unexpected ways, like what I just did. So I started with a minor, then to a minor here. So you could go like, I'm getting it, I'm feeling it. So that's an C minor to an A diminished to a... So it would probably be something like that. Yeah. Let's see. You know, I really want to do that. That wouldn't be it. It would be... Let's see. Let's figure out a good one. I know, it's okay, it's okay. No, this is good. I'm just getting to like a cool progression. So the general one that you always see is that Shoney get down, good Lord. Maybe got him up and on over town. So that's like pretty standard 6, 4, 1, 5. And then you get to the so that goes to an A flat, to an F minor, to a G, to a C minor. So it kind of keeps it. China Peach Girl, you do know how I know so many songs. You used to work at Howl at the Moon. That was our job, to know just like thousands of songs. She's done this. She's a dueling pianist. Y'all, you tied? You killing me. Okay, we're gonna let my wifey decide. Wifey, Britt, are we writing a song about chess or I miss hugs? Or we could write one and then another one. She said I miss hugs, definitely. Okay, so if I'm gonna do a song about this, I already kind of know, my brain is one of those brains that automatically goes to what it's gonna be. So there is something I like to call, it's probably not the actual definition of the genre, but I call it indie pop. Have any of you heard this song? If you are chilly, here, take my sweater, 'cause I love the way you say good morning. It's kind of quirky. You take me the way I am. So kind of quirky, cutesy. You could also say one like the, I'm just a little bit caught in the middle. Life is a maze, love is a riddle. I don't know where to go, can't do it alone. I've tried, and I don't know why. Something like Regina Spektor, Ingrid Michaelson, some Sarah Bareilles, Regina, who is that? Lenka. So kind of a cutesy indie pop. So that's what I would think for I Miss Hugs, would be something cute like that. They've got us distancing, I can't see my friends, but I say goodbye, 'cause I miss hugs. Do 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 do. Oh, I miss those hugs. Bum 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 bum. I miss hugs, I miss embraces, I miss those sweet kisses on my faces. I miss hugs. Do 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 do. I miss hugs. A lot of fun. So that's actually kind of a backwards chord progression. So remember how we were talking about 1-4-5? So that is 5-4-1. 5 da 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 4 da 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 1 da 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 5 do 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 do. Distancing, I missed the things. All right, so let's get our chorus down first and foremost, like we did last time. So we've got our, and I'm gonna call this I Miss Hugs. Y'all, we could write a whole album together in one day. Like, this is how it works. And then, of course, so you write all your songs, and then you spend weeks editing them down, getting them exactly where you want them, tweaking, adding layers and instruments, then you've got it. But just actually writing the song should not be the hard part. You just come up with your idea, you put it on paper, you do, my biggest tool and tip of the trade. Anytime you are writing anything, make a voice memo on your phone, record it, whatever you came up with. Even if you end up going a completely different direction, don't lose your work. I have hundreds of voice memos of ideas for songs I've written, things I don't want to lose, because you will forget it. Promise. You want to have a record. Keep a record of every single thing that you do, even if you never use it again. You might want to use it for something else. You just never want to get rid of something you've written. I didn't used to do this in the age before cell phones because, I'm old. And I have about 50 songs that I wrote when I was younger. Do not know how they sound. I have the chords and lyrics. No idea how they're supposed to sound. So I've lost a lot of originals that way. So please, 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 everyone, voice memo your work. I'm going to record this when we're done. So, I should probably do that right now, actually. You know what? Let's do that. Well, I can't do that right now. Laura, can't do that. Because my piano's hooked into this mixer. My phone won't pick it up. I'll have to do it after. I will record Corgi Butt. Don't worry. For now, we're going to do I Miss Hugs. You lost the melody line. Yep. Alright, so let's talk about I Miss Hugs. So I was thinking, what are some other words for hugs? Can we kind of get into a frame of mind? Because I want the tagline to be the I miss hugs. Those warm embraces, all those kisses up on your faces. I miss hugs. I miss the touch of your skin. I miss you holding me in your arms. I miss hugs. I miss feeling those sweet surrenders as we hold each other till the night is over. Hugs. So we got snuggles, embrace. Okay. So I put I miss hugs. I miss those warm embraces from friendly faces. And then the verses will talk about why we have to miss hugs. Like why we're doing this. So that's the verse is the storytelling part, the chorus is the hook, and it's the part that repeats. It's the overall message of the song. So I miss hugs, I miss those warm embraces from friendly faces, friendly faces. I miss hugs, I miss those cuddles. What's switch of the Welsh word? How do you pronounce that, Claire? I'm not even gonna try. There's no vowels. I'll butcher that. You lost the yeah. Okay, snuggles. All right. I miss hugs. I miss those awesome snuggles and cuddly cuddles. I miss naked hugs. I know you do, Cafe Sparrow. She is just so moist. I miss hugs. I miss those warm embraces. She said cooch. Oh, cooch or cutch. I miss those warm embraces from friendly faces. I miss hugs. I miss those awesome snuggles and the cuddly cuddles. I miss hugs. And then this is where I want to vary the melody a bit. But since we can't do that right now, I was thinking, like, since we can't do that for now, I'll like hold myself instead or something like that. Does that make sense? Like, so it's I miss hugs, I miss those warm embraces from my friendly faces. I miss hugs, I miss those awesome snuggles and cuddly cuddles. I miss hugs, but since we can't do that right now, I'll have to settle for doo-doo. Let's see. What else rhymes with instead? Or what else rhymes with now? Let me see. I'm talking about moist, huh? I know, I love the I'll hold the corgi instead, but not everyone has a corgi. So what else can you do? So basically, for all the people that don't have it, you've got chats, FaceTime, Zoom, something like virtual. Okay, how about this? Oh my god, I got it. Y'all ready? Okay. I miss hugs, I miss those warm embraces from friendly faces. I miss hugs, I miss those awesome snuggles and cuddly cuddles. I miss hugs, but since we can't have that reality, I'll have to hug you virtually. Okay, let me get those chords down before I forget. I'm still getting over Maddie Wongi shrimping on you. I know, my shrimp daddy, Maddie Wongi. Listen. So I'm going from a C to a B flat, which, as I said, we're in the key of F. So that's technically going to from the C to the 5 to the 4 to the 1. And then because I'm cheeky, I'm going to the 3 major, which I told y'all I love that chord. I'm always going to do that. So I go through that pattern 2 times in that rotation. Da 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 bum. Bum ba da bum bum ba da bum ba da da. And then I do a little pre-part here, so that A minor. Da 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 da. So I'm going to show you all how I do this. Chromatics are my absolute favorite. Almost every single Laura Wiley song has one of these. Does not have to be your signature thing. Everyone can kind of create their own progressions that they love and live for. I live for the chromatics. I get this from Elton John, Billy Joel. It's so signature, but it's the dun da 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 da. So there's a way to kind of play with that. So I'm going to the 3 minor. Then that would be an E over G sharp. It's an inverted E. And then a C inverted with a G bass. I know, we're walking down. I can show you all what this looks like. So if I'm going to take it up here. So a C chord is C, E, G. Now you can invert it 2 ways. As long as you play those 3 notes, that's a C chord. So you've got C, E, G, E, G, C, G, C, E. So if I want to walk down the bass and I want that G to be prominent, I can play it as G, C, E. And that's still a C chord. The more you know. All right, so we got the A minor, E over G sharp, C. So you put the chord first that you're playing, the C chord over a G bass. And then, of course, an F sharp diminished because I'm me. I love the really complex, annoyingly complex chords. And then F, F minor, C. And that's how we'll do. I'll have to hug you virtually. Cute. Super cute, my friends. I'll have to hug you virtually. All right, let's write some verses. So let's talk a little bit about the... Aw, M. Doom, thank you. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to our songwriting stream. Today we're doing Songwriting 101, where we're writing music together, and I'm teaching kind of some of my basic tricks on how I write songs so fast and how I write them just off the top of my head quickly. So you're learning kind of all my secrets. And a little bit of piano theory, because I'm a nerd. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, Rafael Carnero Music. Welcome, welcome. Zach says, chromatic progressions are underrated. I use that stuff a lot. I use so many chromatics. It's really out of control, actually. But when you think, don't let the sun go down on me, although I search myself, it's always someone else I see. Just allow a fragment of your life to wander free. But losing everything is like the sun going down on me. Raphael, what are your tips for coming up with melodies faster? So the biggest thing is you kind of, the melody is almost not as important in the verse as it is in the chorus. So once you get your hook, it kind of, the rest builds out. So I knew that I wanted to do the, I miss hugs, which is super, super basic. But then I can go, so I think what I find is a problem with melodies when I watch a lot of other people songwrite, Raphael, is that they try to make it almost too complicated. They like want a melody that no one's ever heard before and is super original and sounds so different. And it usually didn't sound very good. I watch that a lot when I watch original musicals, and I'm like, what are you doing? Usually the simplest way is the best way. So you create a melody out of the chords that you're using. Now you can get super weird and funky with it, but generally it won't be a single-longable. So a good hook is usually just a couple of notes. So when you think, let's see, what's the one, what is that? I keep on falling. Is that the chords? With you, So I keep on falling in and out of love with you. I never love someone way that I love you. It's the same kind of notes over and over and over. It's not anything crazy. So I think keeping it simpler is better. Kiss, keep it simple, stupid. Yeah, keeping it simple is the best way to go. So whatever kind of chords you're using, make melodies out of those chords. So right now I did C. So I was like, you've got those are E, G, G. It's kind of in that. But I'm keeping it kind of simple and to the style that we're working with. So like if this was going to be a country song, like it would sound more like this. Let's see that. I miss hugs, I miss those warm embraces. I miss hugs, I miss them from friendly faces. So you kind of got to know your genre. Like we could completely write this as a country song and it would be completely different. So you go with what you're going with. So once you know your style, there's only so many kinds of melodies you can pick. He said, sweet, just tried that chromatic thing out. Yeah, it's a pretty cool trick. I like chromatic stuff. It's a lot of fun. Thanks for singing my name. I also arrange and record jazzy acapella stuff. That's fun. Love jazz so much. I had some stuff like that once, and someone had the audacity to be like, what key is this? C with a lot of chromatics? Yeah, people don't really like the key of C. They consider it really simple. The key of C means there's no sharps or flats. All white keys, right? Very vanilla. So a lot of people take issue with C. I like C because when you work in the key of C, now you can add as many sharps and flats as you want to kind of flesh it out and make it different and weird, and you don't have to worry about remembering what sharps and flats are already in that key. So that's sort of where I look at it. But everybody is different. Like I said, you go with kind of what works for you. I tend to pick simpler keys to write in and then just make the chords kind of crazy. Whereas some people pick crazy keys to write songs in. Like, I had to play a song for somebody, and it was in the key of C flat. Why? C flat is just B. You're making it harder. Because now you have to remember C flat, D flat, E flat, F flat, G flat, A flat, B flat, C flat. 7 flats. It's a lot to kind of think about in your head. F flat gets me every time. That's just the letter E. But they write it as F flat, and I see it in music, and my brain takes a second. And that second puts me behind. So I'm not a fan of writing things in hard keys. White boy said, I like B sharp. You mean C. But right, B sharp would be B sharp. So B sharp would be C, and then like D double sharp, D E sharp. Like it'd get ridiculous. I wouldn't even know how to start writing that. I can't do flats as easy as sharps. See, I'm the opposite. I prefer flats to sharps. I know. Who is she even? All right, let's keep going with this song. So we got the I Miss Hugs. So help me out with these verses, friends. So why can't we hug right now? Somebody get me some verses. Write me some verses about why we can't hug right now. Get me some verses. Why can't hug right now? Why can't we hug right now? Why are we missing this? I think we could probably write 3 songs today. We'll see. See how this one goes. You said, I like B sharp, or rather being sharp. Alright. I miss hugs. I miss those warm embraces from friendly faces. I miss hugs. I miss those awesome snuggles and cuddly cuddles. I miss hugs. But since we can't have that in reality, I'll have to hug you virtually. Ooh, yeah. Now I know what our verse melody is going to be. See how easy that happens? So our verse melody is going to be D, C, D minor, and F. So that's 1 to the 2 minor to the 4. And then when we go into I Miss Hugs, you do your G, the 5 resolution. I miss hugs, miss those warm. Yeah, at least it done. But since we can't have that in reality. Actually, yeah, maybe I'll just do that. Since we can't have that in reality, I'll have to hug you virtually. I'll have to hug you virtually. I don't know, what do we like better? Do we like I'll have to hug you virtually, or I'll have to hug you virtually? You like it better with the have to love you virtually. Oh, or that. Ooh, I might like that. I might like that better, actually. So wait. But since we can't have that in reality, I'll have to hug you virtually. Have to hug you virtually. It has to be that. As much as I want that F sharp diminished, it'll have to be have to hug you virtually. Alright, so what's going on with why can't we hug? Nobody is answering me. I'm not going to write this song all by myself, friends. You're helping. So why do we have to not hug? Somebody go. Cooties. Zach, do you have cooties? Pandemic. Okay, that's a good way to start. So you want to get more specific. So just saying pandemic probably won't give us enough. So why do we want to social distance? But why are we social distancing? This is how I flesh out every song. But whenever you all see me do this, you see me do this in my head, like, quickly. I'm fleshing out all this stuff. I'm like, okay, so this is this, and then this is this, and this is because of this. Got it. Okay. So travel ban, distance, always have cooties. We have to stay apart. There's a nasty virus called Corona. Ooh. How about that Corona? She a nasty girl. She's keeping us apart. Okay, let's see what else you gave me. Sorry, I called her a girl instead of a virus. That Corona, she's a nasty girl, and she's keeping us apart. I can't go out 'cause I'm in isolation. I like D major way better than D minor. Change it up. Can't go out 'cause I'm... Ooh, how about instead of isolation, self-isolating? That's fun in this kind of type. So, that Corona, she's... that Corona, she's nasty girl. Just keeping us apart. Can't go out 'cause my self-isolating's getting way of conversating. My self-isolating gets in the way of conversating. This is going to be really cute, y'all. I'm really excited about this. Conversating. Now, the reason I'm doing conversating, isolating, we're doing sort of this indie pop where they kind of change up their words a little bit. It's not proper grammar, but it sounds better to say it, right? I can't go out 'cause my self-isolating gets in way of conversating. Alright, what did you say? Hugging the camera on a Zoom call. It's not the same at all. Ooh, I love that. Hugging the camera on a Zoom call. It's not the same at all. I like that line a lot. That's good. Y'all good at this. It's not the same at all. That's a really good line, actually. Zoom call's not the same at all. What else did we miss? Breaking my heart, being apart. Ooh. It's breaking my heart to be apart from the ones I love. Alright. Let's see how we like this. I might have to change the chords to verse 2. That Corona. That Corona, she a nasty girl. She's keeping us apart. Can't go out 'cause my self-isolating gets in. Yeah, I might have to change that. Hold on. Let me change that first line. So, I can't go out 'cause my self-isolating gets in the way of conversating. Hugging the camera on a Zoom call, it's not the same at all. It's breaking my heart to be apart from the ones I love. Oh, no worries, Tobias, go sleep. But I'm still reminded of. You look so huggable, gotta control myself. Let's see. I can't go out right now, gotta keep. Oh, wait. I got it. Can't go out. Ah, shoot, where'd it go? No, stop. What is this? Get out of here. I don't want that at all. How do I erase that? Sorry, my screen's doing weird things. Okay. Can't go out right now. Gotta stay 6 feet away. Okay, so I can't go out right now. Gotta stay 6 feet away. I'm sad 'cause okay. I can't go out right now. Gotta stay 6 feet away. I'm sad 'cause my isolation gets in the way. Good conversation. I don't really like these chords anymore. That's the problem. Alright, so let's see if I can change this. I don't like the melody. So this is something that we were talking about earlier where you kind of get stuck and you don't love what you're doing. Got to keep this virus at bay. Ooh, Max Roberts. Look at Max coming in the Clash. Can't go out right now. Let me see. Can't go out right now. Gotta stay 6 feet away. Ba-dum-bum-bum. I gotta keep this virus at bay. Hugs are infectious, we better be cautious. I like that. Okay, wait, I have an idea. So, can't go out right now. I gotta stay 6 feet away. Gotta follow that social distance. Keep this virus at bay. And then we can do a little callback to what we were doing earlier. This isolation is this self-isolating is hurting my means of conversating with you. It's breaking my heart to be apart from the ones I love. I miss hugs, I miss those warm embraces and the friendly faces. I miss hugs, I miss those awesome snuggles and cuddly cuddles. Isolating is devastating. Oh my God, yes. Perfect. This is good. This self-isolating can be devastating. How about that? Oh, dang it, stop it. Sorry, my iPad wants to have a mind of its own. This self-isolation can be devastating. Yeah, okay, I like this. I can't go out right now. I gotta stay 6 feet away. Gotta follow that social distance. Keep this virus at bay. This self-isolating can be devastating. It's not, no, I don't want to do that either. Sorry, keep changing my mind, but this is good. Y'all keep doing good things. So, I can't go out right now. Gotta stay 6 feet away. Gotta follow that social distance. Keep this virus at bay. This isolation can be devastating. It's breaking my heart to be apart. Oh my God, I got it. Okay. All right, kiddos. Let's see if you like this. See what we think about this. Party. Can't go out right now. I gotta stay 6 feet away. Gotta follow that social distance. Keep the virus at bay. This self-isolation can be devastating. It's breaking my heart to be apart and hugging the camera on a Zoom call. Well, it's not the same at all. I miss hugs. I miss those warm embraces and friendly faces. I miss hugs. I miss those awesome snuggles and cuddly cuddles. I miss hugs, but since we can't have that in reality, I'll have to hug you virtually. Cute. Okay. I like this much better. Okay. What do we all think? Good? It's getting better, right? Okay. Let's go ahead and get into second verse. So we've got can't go out right now. I gotta stay 6 feet away. Gotta follow that social distance. Keep the virus at bay. This self-isolation can be devastating. It's breaking my heart to be apart. Hugging the camera on a Zoom call. It's not the same at all. I miss hugs. All right, so now we're talking about hugging you virtually. Let's talk about ways we can do that, right? So we've already said I miss embraces, I miss hugs. I think we got the point as far as like we miss the hugs. I get that. And we're saying I can't go out right now. I got to follow social distance. Self-isolation can be devastating. Breaking my heart to be apart. It's not the same at all. So let's see. Let's use the second verse as I always like to do this. Everybody's different in the way they write songs, but one of my favorite things is present a problem in the first verse and a solution in the second verse. So I love a nice second verse, solution verse. So we're going to talk about kind of ways we can make it feel like we're together. I love it. Aw, thanks everybody. Air hug, bear hug. Oh my God, yes, MT Disco, air hug, bear hug. Hug gifts. Oh my God, but are we calling them gifs or gifs? This is a huge debate that I get all the time. Ooh, I'm creating a poll. I'm doing it. She's creating a poll. GIF or GIF? Let's see what everybody says. Starting the poll. Let's see what y'all have to say. This is a whole thing so Mike Mayer and I have talked about this at large. He's one of my mods, and what he says is it has to be GIF because it stands for graphic, like generated graphic image, basically. And he's right. I mean, it should be GIF, but the creator wanted to call it GIF, even though that makes no sense at all. So I'm curious what you all think. Aaron says this will divide everybody. Don't do this. There's a poll. Emily's here. Oh, Ems. Okay, shoot. Hold on, Emily. Don't go anywhere. Nobody go anywhere. Hold on.
As I'm writing my pages on the back of your wall, can you see my words? Can you feel it?
Okay. Look at what she got me. Look at this. Do you see this? She made this for me. I just got this in the mail from Ems. First of all, look at this cutie patootie. And she sent me this, and I love my shirt. It's so cute, and it's got little ducks, little baby ducks. It says, we're in luck, we're baby ducks. I did get it, Emily. I love you. I'm going to give you a quick shout out because I love your face. Thank you for my shirt. It's so cute. It's very much like Emily. She's very cute. We loves Em. Look at her cute face. She's so cute. Y'all should be following her because she's amazing. She just is. She's just amazing. All right. I have the only custom painted one. I feel really special. I love my Emily. Ems, I really want to come visit you in Seattle, but I know I'm not supposed to see anybody because I'm not allowed. Oh, wow. Everyone thinks it's GIF. Okay, we're going to go with GIF for the song. Creative mind, I'm abstaining from the poll. Aaron John Jams. Oh, good. We agreed. I heard that too about the creator. I mean, why? She said, as a person who teaches language for a living, it has to be GIF. A G with an I is a J. Sound like a giraffe. Wait, what? Explain, Shane? Maybe I missed that. All right. Yes, you must come when it's safe, right? Emily's incredible. She's one of these days I'm gonna learn I'm gonna get my looper hooked up. Right now I'm struggling to get it to work, but we'll figure that out at some point. All right, so Emily, here's what we have. She said, "Ignore me." All right, Emily. So here's what we have so far. We're writing a song called "I Miss Hugs." So far we have, "Can't go out right now. I gotta stay 6 feet away. I gotta follow that social distance, keep this virus at bay. This self-isolation can be devastating. It's breaking my heart to be apart. Hugging the camera on a Zoom call. No, it's not the same at all. I miss hugs. I miss those warm embraces from friendly faces. I miss hugs. I miss those awesome snuggles and cuddly cuddles. I miss hugs, but since we can't have that in reality, I'll have to hug you virtually." So now we're talking about how you can hug virtually. So you can send a GIF of two hugging cuddly bears with a text that says, "You wish that you were there." So that's cute. All right, what else we got? We said GIF. How else can you virtually hug? Send a Snapchat with no pants on? Or is that just Cafe Sparrow? You can send a GIF of two hugging cuddly bears with a text that says, "You wish that you were there." Air hug, bear hug. How long has it been? I want to kiss you but keep hitting the screen. Air hug, bear hug. I love that. Air hug, bear hug. You said something earlier that I really liked, Empty Disco. You said air hug, bear hug. What did you say? What did I miss? Come on, Laura, catch up with things. I got excited because Emily came in here. Oh, it's GIF. All right. It might sound good extending, but it might sound good extending the word hug when you say I'll have to hug you virtually. I have to hug you virtually. Creative Minds. Did she do that to you, Laura? I mean, when doesn't she? After COVID, planning a trip to Seattle to visit friends. I'll let you know. Oh, nice. All right. Yeah. All right. Distracted. We're all distracted. She says more of a meetup and hang than a fest. I know. I really wanted to go to a Twitch Fest this year. I love festivals. Okay. You can send a gift. So let's see. I'll have to hug you virtually. I know, Aaron. It would be easier to do this as a Zoom, I realized later, but I'd have to just do it with a couple people, otherwise it would be really confusing. You can send a GIF of two hugging cuddly bears with a text that says you wish that you were there. Air hug, bear hug. It's almost as good. I don't know. Air hug, bear hug is almost as good as the real thing. Counting down the days where let's see, hold on. Air hug, bear hug, it's almost as good as the real thing. Counting down the days where I can feel you through the screen. Where we don't need a screen. Almost as good as the real thing. No, it's not. I don't know, Aaron. I'm trying to be positive. All right, then how about this? You want me to say is just not as good as the real thing? Then how about this? All right, how about this? How about this? How about this? Real thing vaccine. Here's what I got. You can send a gift to hugging, cuddling bears with a text that says you wish you were there. Air hug, bear hug is just not as good as the real thing. Counting down the days where we can stop pretending. I miss hugs. Something like that. Thank you for following Alexa Call Mom. Welcome. Alexa Call Mom. Oh my god, yes. That's amazing. Counting down days till we can get the vaccine. We could do that. Zach has to go shower. Good night, Zach. See you later. Where we can take a vaccine and stop pretending. How about that? Alright. Well, I'm not going to see you. I don't know. It's whatever. It's like 2 p.m. I don't know. Good afternoon. Jeez. Where's Roz? Hi. How are you? I'm good. We're writing songs today. I think we're only going to end up writing 2 songs because it's already 2:18 and we're still stuck on song number 2. Okay, so let's see. Can't go out right now. I gotta stay 6 feet away. Gotta follow that social distance. Keep this virus at bay. This self-isolation can be devastating. It's breaking my heart to be apart. Hugging the camera on a Zoom call. You know, it's not the same at all. I miss hugs. I miss those warm embraces from friendly faces. I miss hugs. I miss those awesome snuggles and cuddly cuddles. I miss hugs, but since we can't have that in reality, I'll have to hug you virtually. Hi, Mason. You can send a gif of 2 hugging cuddly bears with a text that says you wish that you were there. Air hug, bear hug, it's just not as good as the real thing. Oh no, counting down the days when we can take a vaccine and stop this pretending. 'Cause I miss hugs, I miss those warm embraces from friendly faces. I miss hugs, I miss those awesome snuggles and cuddly cuddles. I miss hugs, but since we can't have that in reality, I'll have to hug you virtually. Alright, for those of you who just started joining in, welcome to our songwriting stream. This is our second song that we've written today. I think we should definitely sing our first song, because I think a lot of people missed it earlier. So the first song we wrote today was called Corgi Butts, and it sounds like this. So let me see. All up in my face, trying to get my attention with that shake, shake, shake. And I've got so much on my plate, but heaven knows I can't look away. 'Cause when you shake that super fluff, that super stuff, super fluff, I can't get enough. What was it? Oh, where'd it go? I lost it. Oh no, I lost it! The corgis, poodles, labradoodles. But when I see it with his butt... Oh, got it. So it's... Labs and poodles, golden doodles, just can't compare. When I see that corgi with his butt in the air. Corgi butts are awesome. Corgi butts are magic. They lift you up when you're down. Corgi butts are shaking. was the first one we wrote, but I lost it. It was collies, poodles, labradoodles. That's what it was. I lost the line. I don't know where it went. Collies, poodles, labradoodles. Just can't compare to a corgi with its butt in the air. Done. Corgi butts. Hi, Kevin. Welcome. We're doing songwriting today. Welcome in. Emily says ensemble number for intermission. All right, so that was our corgi butt song, and then we've been doing the can't go out right now. Let me see. Can't go out right now. I gotta stay 6 feet away. Gotta follow that social. Ooh, wait, I like that. See, now all I had to do was change the chord and it totally changes the sound of the verse. So, I can't go out right now. Gotta stay 6 feet away. Gotta follow that social distance. Keep this virus at bay. A little different. I don't know if I like that as much. I don't know. I think maybe we keep it going down. It is really, really hot in here. Ugh, 90 degrees in my place it's so brutal. We're already back to summer. Ugh. Just gonna have to like start streaming with no pants on. No pants. No more pants. Did I miss something? Are you all still here? For some reason it says it's frozen on one end, but I don't know. Can somebody comment so I know it's not frozen? It's really bizarre. My internet should be working, I think. Uh-oh. Oh, not frozen. Okay. I don't know. That's weird. It like says it is on my Streamlabs, but then clearly y'all are still talking, so I don't know. It says it's been frozen for the last 30 minutes. Just listening to me process this in my head. So, can't go out right now. I gotta stay. So yeah, that's another thing too. I'm doing pretty quick chord changes, so you could change it this way by going, can't go out right now. I gotta stay 6 feet away. Gotta follow that social distance. Keep this virus at bay. This self-isolation can be devastating. It's breaking my heart to be apart. We gotta change that. So I can't go out right now. I gotta stay 6 feet away. Back to C. Gotta follow that social distance. Keep the virus at bay. This self-isolation can be devastating. It's breaking my heart to be apart. Hugging the camera on a Zoom call. It's not the same at all. I miss us. Yeah, I like that better. Out right now. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. Sometimes 2 chords. Sometimes the simplest is best. We talked about this earlier. Hi, Manny. Welcome in. All right. So, yeah, I like that better. Do y'all like that? Is that cool? I like that. And then we'll change it to the hugging the camera on a Zoom call. You know, it's not the same at all. I miss hugs. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Omega Key. Welcome. Hi, Ziggy. You can send a gift of 2 hugging, cuddly bears. Say with a text that says you wish that you were there. Air hug, bear hug is just not as good as the real thing. We're counting down the days where we can take a vaccine and stop pretending. I miss hugs. Miss those warm embraces from friendly faces. I miss hugs, I miss those awesome snuggles and cuddly cuddles. I miss hugs, but since we can't have that in reality, I'll have to hug you virtually. Yeah. And stop pretending it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Cute. All right. I feel pretty good about it. How do you all feel? You feel good on this song? We wrote 2 songs today. That's pretty exciting. I'll be sure to put these in the song list so you all can request them. I just want to record them when we're done, so I make sure I have a record of these 2. So we have Corgi Butts and I Miss Hugs. We wrote 2 songs today. Ziggy said I walked into the song. Yeah, we've done 2 songs today, so we have. But let's get a beat for this one. So we got our beat for the Corgi Butts. Is gonna be because I like to have a beat with my songs. So that one's 24B on the drum machine at 125 BPM. Let's see what we got for Corgi Butts. Not Corgi Butts. Sorry, I Miss Hugs. It's probably gonna be something like this. A little slower, like. Miss those moments, faces. I miss hugs, I miss those awesome snuggles and cuddly cuddles. I miss hugs, but since we can't have that in reality, I'll have to hug you virtually. Of 2 hugging cuddly bears with a text that says you wish that you were there. Bear hug is just not as good as the real thing. Counting down the days where we can take a vaccine and stop pretending that it's all okay. 'Cause I miss hugs, I miss those warm embraces and friendly faces. I miss hugs, I miss those awesome snuggles and cuddly cuddles. I miss hugs, but since we can't have that in reality, I'll have to hug you virtually. 'Cause I miss hugs. 'Cause I miss hugs. That's a 1B130. 1B130 BPM. Perf. All right, my friends, we wrote not 1 but 2 songs today. That's amazing. I want to chat a little bit more before we go today, because I know we've got about a little under 30 minutes to stream. I'd love to chat with you all more about songwriting and kind of how I did some of those things. So whenever you're writing about some of the things that we talked about earlier, for those who are just joining us, we talked a little bit about song structure and how there's only kind of a finite amount of chord progressions you can do. And we talked about how people, when they write songs and chord progressions, they do it by numbers. So when you think of a scale, let's just talk about like C scale. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C is the C scale. So the first chord, 1, would be C. So when you talk 1, 4, 5, you're talking C, F, G. Baila, bailar la bamba. Baila, bailar la bamba. Se necesita una poca de gracia. So in this one, if you were going to go back from 5, 1, totally changes. It's the same chords, but in a different order. They feel totally different. Hi, Muppets! What's my IG or my YouTube Omega key? So my IG is actually the same as my Twitch. It's just Laura Wiley Piano. YouTube is a little bit harder to find. I have the link down here, but we can definitely get it. Yeah, I know. I didn't put my YouTube link in there because my YouTube link is terrible. Until I get 50 subscribers, I can't create my own YouTube, like, personalized link, which is so annoying. But we'll work on that. I'm like 7 subscribers away from getting there. So I'll it'll be YouTube Laura Wiley Piano. But for right now, if you want to find me on YouTube, under my About Laura Wiley Piano section, you should be able to click on my YouTube and it'll take you there. Should be able to, maybe not. Yeah, down here there's a panel that says YouTube. If you click on it, should take you there. But honestly, Omega Key, most of my YouTube personally is just my Twitch streams. I save them all into a playlist so you can rewatch anything I've done on Twitch. If you're looking for actually like my original stuff, I recommend Spotify or go to YouTube for the love of parody. All my parody musicals are there. I thought about doing that actually today, is showing you all the different musicals I've written. Because what's cool about musicals, that really takes into a totally different territory of songwriting. So we wrote 2 pop songs today, which, as I said, there's only so many kind of ways you can go in directions. But with musicals, you can get very weird. So when I did, as a fun challenge for myself, when I did my Game of Thrones musical, there were actually 3 styles of musical theater writing in the show. So for the, what do you call them? For the Starks, they generally had very, very, like, straightforward kind of musical theater. So, like, what is it? Winter is coming, winter is coming, winter is here. My name is Ed Stark, I'm the father of Winterfell. Very, like, traditional. Then when you get to, like, the Targaryens, I had to make that, like, wild. So, like, call me Khaleesi, means I'm the fucking queen, call me Khaleesi. Like, super metal. And then when you got to the Lannisters, I figured, what is the most, like, smarmy, like, you know, because the Lannisters are very smarmy. So I did, like, sort of what I call Fosse kind of style, which is the dum bum 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 ba dum ba dum ba dum bum ba bum bum bum. So it's almost a little bit swing. So what I ended up doing was a really fun thing I got to do in that was, so we wrote this song called Everyone Loves to Hate a Lannister. It's one of my favorite songs. And once I knew that, and like, it's very easy once you have your hook. And my hook was, everyone loves to hate a Lannister. And once I had that, everything else kind of falls into place. But what was fun about that is we were able to do an instrumental version of that, and we had Joffrey tap dance in Ned Stark's blood to an instrumental version of that. So it's like... So you can kind of play with that when you have different themes. I really liked kind of playing with different genres. When I did other musicals, same kind of thing. When I did Buffy Kills Edward, Buffy songs were all rock. Like the... Oh my gosh. When the moon comes out and the vampires run free. Oh. When the moon comes out and the vampires run free. Everybody stares and hides. Everyone but me. Where do we go? This is the shit I live for. It's my destiny. From the baddest bitch you've seen. I'm the slayer, I'm the chosen one. All you vampires better run. I don't think that's the right key. I'm the slayer, I'm not here to play. Come at me, demons, then you'll see I slay. And then when we had things like Twilight, I made that very like... So if you want a really indie chord progression, one of the most indie chord progressions that I can personally think of is if you go 6, 4, 2, back to 4. You are everything to me. All that's left to do is put your teeth inside of me. Very, very, but as I was saying earlier, your melodies go with what you just played. Literally the chord. So my melody usually is singing along to what the chord is. And that's pretty standard, actually, for most melodies. Everyone else go subscribe. Thanks, Shane. That means I can probably change the name now. So with YouTube, you have to get 50 subscribers, then you can actually have a custom YouTube URL. So that's something I can work on this afternoon. Nice. Because, like, really, my YouTube should have its own thing. What I would like to start doing again at some point is recording some of these original songs that we've done and putting those up on YouTube. I'm getting there. She's getting there. Well, it's so easy now because I have OBS. So literally all you have to do is hit record, and then you have a video. Like a high quality, good sounding video, which is kind of nice. I never really had that tool before, so I have tons of originals that are not online, which I could easily do now. So maybe. All right. So before I'm gonna close out the stream at 3. We're gonna do the songs one more time that we wrote together. But before I do that, does anybody have any last minute songwriting questions or music theory questions or anything you want to throw my way? I know I kind of squeezed a lot of songwriting information into one session, so if you have any questions, now is the time. And I will tell you, one of the things that you all kind of help me do, but normally is my go-to process. You write down a bunch of ideas, like you throw everything down. It doesn't have to rhyme. Don't worry about making it rhyme. You just write down all your ideas, and then from there you'll pick out kind of what the verse, you'll piece together the puzzle pieces for your verse. So that's kind of what I used all your chat for. I said, right, OBS is so good. I remember I used to have to record separately on GarageBand and film separately. Right? It's so much easier. Hi, Keither. Welcome. Omega Keith, thank you for the 300 biddies. So one of my favorite chord progressions is from New York State of Mind. Super cool chord progression that you don't see very often, where he does the 1 da na 3 da na to the 6 da na na to the 4 back to 1, or sorry, 5 to 1 back to the 4, then to the 6, then to 2. He literally uses everything. Then 7. He uses every single one. 7 6 5 4 3 2 4 4 5 6 6 2 6 6 5. That's one of the only songs I can think of where it literally does every single chord from that scale. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a really good one. One of my other favorites, but it's definitely pop. See if anybody gets it. Thank you for following Omega Key. Starts on the 4, then goes to the 3, then goes to the 6, and back to the 1. For that I say thank you, next, thank you, next, thank you, next. I'm so freaking grateful for my ex. Thank you, next, thank you, next, thank you. I was so shocked. So I don't know how many of you watch Bridgerton. I just started it. But they use all these like pop songs and they try to make them like renaissanced out. It's a little odd, but you kind of get over that. But the first time I heard them playing Thank You Next, like on the on a violin, I was like, I don't know about all that. Rashi, yes, I love Ariana. She's my jam. Although, so somebody actually emailed me like interview questions and they asked me what would be my favorite 5 songs to play. And so I gave them a list, but one of my absolute favorites, just because of the chord progressions, I call this song a master in 7th. We talked about 7th chords earlier, but a master in 7th chord writing. Have any of you heard the Demi Lovato song, Sorry Not Sorry? 7th, 7th, 7th. So good. Baby, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Baby, I'm sorry. Not sorry. Being so bad got me feeling so good. Showing you up like I knew that I would. Wait. Oh, Rashi, you've heard this song. Now I'm out here looking like revenge, feeling like the 10 it's I ever been. And yeah, I know you know it in a much higher key. I'll show you her key. I don't usually sing it in her key because her key is really high. I sing it in my key because I'm an alto. But this is the original key, and I guarantee you know this song. This is the original. Okay, wish me luck. Now I'm out here looking at. Yeah, I know how bad it must hurt to see me like this, but it gets worse. Now you're out here looking like revenge. Ain't you proud to beg, second chance you'll never get? Yeah, I know how bad it must hurt to see me like this, but it gets worse. Wait a minute, now payback is a bad bitch, your baby and the baddest. You fucking with a savage, can't have this, can't have this. Oh, it'd be nice of me to take it easy on you, but no. Baby, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Baby, I'm sorry, not sorry. Being so bad got me feeling so good. Showing you love like I knew that I would. Yeah. Wait, what did you say? I wish Ultimate Guitar Tabs had an option to view chords as numbers instead of letters. I mean, fair, but the bigger thing is that's going to be kind of on you. So one of the tricks that I like to do is try to figure out what song a key is written in, and you can usually figure that out by the chords. So like this key, for example, if you look at every chord, right? We've got A minor, B minor, C, Omega key. I have to go now. It was great hearing you and joining the fam. Looking forward to great things from you. Thank you so much, Omega key. Thanks for being here today. Aaron John Jams, let's do it. So when you look at the chords, A minor, B minor, G, F sharp, A sharp diminished, B minor. So you look at what notes you keep seeing. So I'm going to take about 1,000,000% off that and just say that's in D. So it's kind of hard to tell on a song like this where they're just all over the place chord-wise, but like it has to be in D. The only other thing, it might be in G. It's either G or D. You can't really know without the sheet music, but you can kind of guesstimate based on what you're looking at. So you're seeing an F sharp, so you know at the very least it's going to be G. Yeah, maybe there's not any C sharps. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's all A minor. And maybe it's in G. That's your first time to hear that? Really? Oh my gosh, you guys. I listen to the song every day when I'm getting ready. It's my favorite song. Baby, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Baby, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Being so bad got me feeling so good. Showing you up like I knew that I would. Baby, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Baby, I'm sorry, not sorry. Feeling so bad cause the tables have turned. Yeah, I'm on fire and I know that it burns. Talk that talk, baby. Actually, probably in the key of E minor. I think I just would call it G. Same thing. So every major key has like a relative minor. So the key of C, the minor key would be A minor. I also love that one. Have you seen the one she did a cappella for Smool? I don't know. You meant the dolphin noise. Oh. I'm like, who hasn't heard this song? So Demi Lovato also has this song that, so I'm in love with this chord. It's called the minor 7 flat 5 key chord, and she does it in the song Happy for you, know that I am, even if I can't understand. I'll take the pain, give me the truth, me and my heart will make it through. Then here it is. I'm happy for you. Yeah, it's so pretty. It's usually like an accent chord to do a nice little A minor, flat the 5, add the 7. And it's the voicing. This is what I've been talking about. So the chords are your voicing. That is your melody. So once you kind of figure out what your chords are going to be, the melody kind of writes itself to a certain degree. All right. Cute. All right. I think for our last little bit here, I think we should go ahead and play our 2 original songs that we wrote today, and then we'll go find somebody to raid. So our first song we wrote today was called Corgi Butts. We're gonna do little corgi butts. We got my little... Wait, where'd my corgi go? Where did my corgi go? Why did he disappear? Has he been gone for a while? Where did my corgi go? Let me see. Hold on. Capamon, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh no. Alright, I'll have to figure that out later. Ziggy said I didn't see him when I came in. He's been here for a while. I think everybody could testify to that. Alright, well that's okay. We're going to play Corgi Butts. I will find him after the stream. I don't know where he went. My poor corgi. All this butt game, he's gone to Hollywood. Get some work done today, but my corgi only wants to play. He's putting that fluffer butt all up in my face, trying to get my attention with that shake, shake, shake. And I've got so much on my plate, but heaven knows I can't look away. 'Cause when you shake that super fluff, that super stuff, fluff, I just can't get enough. Oh, all these poodles, labradoodles just can't compare to a corgi with its butt in the air. Corgi butts are awesome, corgi butts are magic. They lift you up when you're down. Corgi butts are shaking, they're so fantastic. Keep us shaking around. Corgi butts, 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 corgi butts, 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 butts. Just can't get enough. Corgi butts, 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 corgi butts, 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 butts. Love that corgi butt, that super fluffy stuff. Everywhere I look it seems there's a corgi shaking its thing, taking us for a ride, trying to keep us outside. They're hypnotizing us by shaking the stuff. That fluffy butt curl taking over the world. How these poodles, labradoodles just can't compare to a super corgi fluff with its butt in the air. Corgi butts are awesome, corgi butts are magic. They lift you up when you're down. Corgi butts are shaking, they're so fantastic. Keep shaking around. Corgi butts, 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 corgi butts, 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 butts. I love that super stuff. I love corgi butts, 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 corgi butts, 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 butts. And keep us shaking around. All these poodles, labradoodles just can't compare to a corgi butt fluff with his butt in the air. Corgi butts, 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 corgi butts, 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 butts. That super stuff fluff, I just can't get enough. Corgi, corgi butts, butts, corgi butts, corgi butts. Keep shaking around. Keep shaking around. All right, let's do the I Miss Hugs. It's all right, we'll find him. I probably just have to restart Streamlabs. I have been told that the key to everything is to turn it off and turn it back on again, and usually everything fixes itself. Can't go out right now, gotta stay 6 feet away. Gotta follow that social distance, keep this virus at bay. This self-isolation can be devastating. It's breaking my heart to be apart. Hugging the camera on a Zoom call, it's not the same at all. I miss hugs, I miss those warm embraces from friendly faces. I miss hugs, I miss those awesome snuggles and cuddly cuddles. I miss hugs, but since we can't have that in reality, I'll have to hug you virtually. You can send a gift to Hugging Cuddly Bears with the text that says you wish you were there. Well, I miss hugs. I miss those warm embraces, her friendly faces. I miss hugs. I miss those awesome snuggles and the cuddly cuddles. I miss hugs, but since we can't have that in reality, I'll have to hug you virtually. I'll have to hug you virtually. Hugging you through the screen, you know what I mean. It's just not the real thing. I miss hugs. Cute. So we got our songs. This is cute. Aaron said it's C, C7, A minor, F minor. Close. C, C minor, F, A flat. But very close. That's pretty much the melodic of it. Nice. Are you jamming along, Aaron John? Aaron John jams. That's what you do. You jams. All right. So we will find. That's the second song. Wow, you folks are fast. We are kind of fast. All right. I think we're gonna go raid. Who should we raid today? So many people I like to raid. We could raid Call Sign Scarecrow. I've literally never been able to raid him before. Can y'all do me a favor? Can one of you be like my, what do you call it? Be my spy and go make sure that he's still going for a little bit? Call Sign Scarecrow. He's doing a fundraising festival, and that would be really cool to go raid him for that. I just want to say thank you to everybody for hanging out today and for the cool songs that we wrote. And tomorrow I'm going to be doing a gaming stream, so if you want to come hang out, I'll be working my way through all of Super Mario All-Stars tomorrow. Hope y'all can hang out. And then on Monday, I'm doing a fundraiser for Martin Luther King Day. Here, let me just type events. Events. So, we're going to be doing just started. Perfect. Let's go rate him. All right, so Call Sign Scarecrow is one of my absolute favorites. Oh, shoot, I did it wrong. Let's try again. Call Sign Scarecrow. I love Maddie. He's an incredible songwriter, incredible human. I think he'll be perfect to go raid today, and we'll go visit him. Thank you all for this first ever songwriting stream. I'm going to get my corgi back for the next stream, and I'll hopefully see you all tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out today, and thanks for writing 2 songs with me. I'll put them in the song list for next time. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's go see Maddie. Mwah. Happy Saturday.